Hey guys, day one, and it snowed. It was a perfect time to do a demo. It snowed. You can see the snow on there. I've intentionally left it on there. I wanted to see how much weight this can hold. You can see it's got that T-post that supports it. I don't think this is enough snow to really be adequate to show you how well it can hold up to snow. A few things I did want to show you. So during the night, I got the fire so hot. It was awesome. It was so hot I had to open some of the windows. And I intentionally killed it because I thought I don't want it to be so hot for all the snow to melt. I wanted you to see some of the snow accumulation, to see kind of how it weighs on the tent so you can make a decision for yourself. So here we go. So get this tripod out of the way. So you can see it's kind of sagging down a little bit. You can see the daylight for where I just hit it. And that's how you get the snow off. You just push it off. You can see it. Let me show you from the outside though before I knock it all off. I'll at least show you this side too. Before I show you that though, there is something that I wanted to... This is another reason I didn't keep the fire going, because I wanted to see whether it would let any water in through the stove jack, and it does let a little bit in. Didn't let a ton in, but it did let some in. Since it was snow, you can see a little bit of water. Well, a little bit of water. That's actually not even melted yet. And then just right there. And then obviously some came in through the flue down into the stove, just whatever snow would have come in. But you can see that there's snow sagging and hanging on the part where it's rolled up. There's some snow right here. I'll have to pop that off, but that kind of creates a little bit of an unusual sag where you can see some daylight through there. So I don't know if that's enough to worry about. You'll just have to decide that for yourself. It's not enough to bother me any. I am going to get a rain cap for the flue, so the snow and everything, nothing can come down through the flue into the stove. So I am going to do that. Let me show you the snow on the outside. It's not a ton of snow, but it's a little bit. It's a couple inches. No, it's not even a couple inches, I guess. Well, it's several inches weighted down in some of these areas here. You can see that's where I knocked some of it off. Whew, it is cold. Everywhere else inside the tent, by the way, I didn't get a drop of water inside. So here's around the flue that I'm talking about. Since this is rolled up, anything that slides down will kind of catch right here and weigh that a little bit. So if you're gonna get just pounded by snow, you're just gonna have to pay attention and knock it off. And if you've got the stove going, obviously the snow, depending on how quickly it's coming down, will start to melt. You can see the storm window has a little bit of snow on it, sagging just a tad, but we'll knock this snow off. You can see, here's the other side. Whew. And then what I'm going to do next, and I'll show you how it ends up. I'm going to get the fire roaring in there and get it warm again and see what that does for the snow. I suspect there still won't be any moisture that gets in. It hasn't on any of the Kodiak tents, and I've been in some pretty bad snowstorms. So, hey, for those of you who watched my video about curing the stove for the first time, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I did burn for over an hour what I thought was kind of hot, and then I got it into the tent, and then I really got it burning, and there was a little bit of smoke coming off. You know, I don't know what it is, the oils, the paint. It was a little bit shiny still in some spots when I brought it into the tent, and I had thought it was cured, but it wasn't, because when I really got a good fire in there, it was a little bit unpleasant and smoky, and burned my eyes a little bit. You can even see the pole has oxidized, so you can see now the shine is gone. There's no shine on this anywhere. And even the beautiful chrome look, I don't know if it's oxidized or what it is, but it is definitely cured now. So learn from my mistake and make sure that you burn it pretty hot when you're curing it. Otherwise you're gonna pay the price when it's in your tent. I got the stove on. It is nice in here. I even took my shoes off. I cannot believe how well a stove works. I've never stove camped before, you know, besides a little Mr. Buddy heater, and I just thought, I mean, this thing just, the heat is just that nice deep heat. I don't know how to explain it. I love the smell of the the stove too. It's not, I expected to smell more smoke in here, but it just smells like a Dutch oven. Because all the smoke obviously is going out through the flue, well, 99% of it or whatever. But you can hear the flame going kind of roaring in there. You can hear the crackles from the wood. Really cool, really cool.